Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited. First of all, I'm totally fangirling. I get to hang out with Reese, Ryan, Sharon C. Cooper, and this is the first time, guys, that Delaney Diamond, guys, she is here at the cafe hanging out with us on today. And of course, like I said, I'm super duper excited. And yes, I am fangirling. First of all, Reese Ryan, Sharon C. Cooper, Delaney Diamond. I mean, that's all I need to say. And y'all will know why I am totally fangirling over these amazing, amazing authors as well. So, of course, you all guys know what to do. I like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we are talking about this new hot off the press series, Men for Hire. And these three ladies are the perfect ones to put it all together. I love it. I love it. And of course, they will have the opportunity to introduce themselves. We're going to start with Reese Ryan. Reese, introduce yourself to the people, my friend.
I'm Reese Ryan. I write sexy, emotional, grown folks romantic fiction featuring characters finding love while navigating career crisis and family drama. That's me.
Look, Reese and Sharon, you can probably chime in. Reese is acting like she's innocent. She's acting like she's innocent with
Hey,
these.
all you said was an intro. That's all I did.
I
Oh,
love
hey,
it. I
everybody.
love
Hey,
it, Reese.
Letitia.
I
Hey,
love it.
Veronica.
All right.
Hey, Internet.
Yes, they are showing you love in the comment section. I love that. Sharon C. Cooper, you are up next, my friend. Introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, I'm Sharon C. Cooper. I've been on here often. I write contemporary romance, romantic suspense, and a little bit of romantic comedy. And I've
Mhm.
been doing this for about, I think, 11 years now.
Wow.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
I love it. Delaney Diamond, you are up next, my friend. Introduce yourself to the people of the cafe.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Delaney Diamond. I've been published since 2010, self published since 2011. And I have over 50 titles. I write interracial romance and Black romance in the contemporary romance and romantic suspense genres. And that's it, basically.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to get right into it. Of course, guys, you know how we do it here at the cafe. If you have a question or a comment, be sure to put it in the comment section. We'll be sure to include you as well. And I know you guys are waiting to hear information about this amazing, amazing new series from these three ladies. The first question that we want to ask is what inspired the Men for Hire series? Reese, you can take it, or Sharon. What inspired this series?
Oh, I
Reese
mean,
can take it.
first of all, it was Delaney and Sharon being kind and generous enough to invite me to do a collab with them. And so that was, I don't know, maybe like a year or more ago.
Maybe 2 years, I think. It's been a
Wow,
while.
yeah. So I talking about fangirling. I was so incredibly excited because it was like a thing that was like on my vision board kind of thing that I wanted to do this collab with them, like they had done with other authors before. So like I was really like I felt like I hit the lottery. So like I was so glad to do that. And so we had like an initial meeting where we just kind of tossed some ideas around and we were like, we're gonna come back to I can't remember if that first meeting we decided to do like fake dating or something as a theme, but we were supposed to come back with the second meeting with like some ideas and stuff. And I was like kind of overachieving because because I wanted to impress these two authors that I love and adore so much and admire so much. So I had come with we must have already decided that we were going to
Yeah, I
do
think we had
the
by
fake
then,
dating.
after the first, after
Yeah,
the first
because
meeting.
that's what made me come to. And I probably even had mentioned on that first day we had talked about. There's an agency here locally that I had seen before that was like rent a husband or hire a husband, something like that, where you could hire a man to like do different things for you around the house. And so I had mentioned that, and then I think Delaney had talked about, somebody hiring somebody to go to a corporate event or something like that. And so in that second meeting, we were supposed to come back with like ideas and stuff. That's when I was like a little overachiever. I had all these ideas and scenarios and possible book titles and stuff. And so we ended up using a lot of that stuff. But yeah, it was really just a process of us brainstorming together. Like I love it when a series happens like that, where we just kind of like one person says something and then, everybody else just contributes and we build it together. And I love that.
I love that. I love that. And you guys are, for a lot of us romance readers, you guys are like on auto buy. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if Reese writes it or Sharon writes it or Delaney writes it, I'm buying it, And so of course you guys hit us with a headline and like it was like breaking news. You see these beautiful covers. It's like Men for Hire series. It was like coming. I was like, really? Oh, that's what they doing behind the scene? And I'm sure your other reader fans were too, but we were super excited to see the three of you guys to do this collaboration. So Sharon, I'll ask you, what was it like when you found out that you were going to be a part of this amazing anthology with these two ladies?
Okay, well, actually, if I remember correctly, Delaney and I were chatting or whatever, and we had talked about, who else would we like to collaborate with? And Reese was the one. And so then I reached out to her via DM on Twitter. And I'll never forget how excited her response was. And so when I went back to Delaney, I was like, yeah, I think she's pretty excited. And that's how it just kind of came together from there, And that was a couple of years ago, I think.
I was just going to say, I wanted to add something too, because, Reese talks about how excited she was to work with us, but both Sharon and I are fans of her work. We read her books too. So it wasn't really that difficult for us to ask her. In fact, I was pretty stoked when Sharon came back and said yes, that she had said yes. So, I mean, we read her books too. We're excited to work with her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that. And speaking of that, we have Cheryl in the audience, and she's saying that she loved the men on the cover. Yes, and that actually leads me into what we're going to talk about next. I want to find out. Y'all know I love a good cover, and these covers are just they're nice, they're sexy, they're clean, they're just for me they're eye catchy. They're definitely eye candy as well. But tell us a little bit about these covers and what inspired these particular covers. Who wants to take that question first?
Delaney wants to take that
question. Does she, Sharon?
Delaney, you're up, my friend. Tell us about these covers.
No, I think she probably said that because when we were kind of trying to decide on the cover, I did a mock-up in Canva of what I thought the cover could look like. And so I came up with, once we had decided on Men for Hire, I came up with the little logo, the MFH. And then I shared it with them and they liked the style and everything. So then we just went ahead and passed it on to the real professional, the cover artist. And she went ahead and put the cover together the way that we wanted. And we each chose, of course, our own guy based on what our heroes looked like in the book. And that basically completed the whole picture. But yeah, it was just kind of fun. I like to kind of play in Canva. I think we all do. So it was fun to kind of come up with the idea and then have someone who's way better at it than I am really put it together.
But I love the logo you came up with,
Yeah. She even gave us choices.
Yeah, sure did. Lots of them.
Oh.
I know she has those.
I love that. Look, and speaking of choices, And speaking of choices, what was that like when you saw your actual cover for your book, like the final results or what have you? Sharon, what was that
Mm.
like when you saw that? And you was like, "This is the one."
Actually, I didn't go with my first one,
That's
but
right.
but I was excited about the cover that I landed on. The first one, the guy was a little too serious looking. Not that this guy isn't, but the other one was really and I knew I would have some kind of a little bit of laughter and some nonsense. So he just didn't fit, you know. And so the second guy I found, it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. What about you, Reese? Look, you have any tea spilling
So
like Sharon
yeah. So
about your cover?
the thing with me is you know, and I'm sure y'all have heard Black authors talk about this before, but like when you're talking stock photos, like there isn't a whole lot of options a lot of times when we're looking for stock photos. So like finding a cover can be a job, so like especially if you have a very kind of definitive look in mind um for your character. And so like I spent a couple days probably at least looking for my guy. But the funny thing is, like, once I saw this guy, almost immediately I knew that that's who I wanted to be Jed. But then it was just a matter of like,
Oh,
there's a ton of photos with this guy and different clothing and stuff like that. And so I had to try to pick the one that felt right for the cover. But yeah, pretty much as soon as I
mhm.
saw him, and it took a while going through different photo sites to come across him. But then it just felt like he was Jet. So so I felt fortunate that I was able to
I
find the
love
guy
it.
that I liked. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and I love it. And when you guys mix the amazing covers, the men that you guys decided upon to be the face of your covers, and then you added these titles, guys, if you are just joining us, I am hanging out with the Men for Hire authors, Reese Ryan, Sharon C. Cooper, and Delaney Diamond. And guys, we are super duper excited about it. So I want to talk a little bit about these titles. Oh my goodness. First of all, we know that it's the Men for Hire. And so we have Date for Hire, we have Boyfriend for Hire, and we have Fiance for Hire. Can you guys share with us a little bit about your individual titles? And then did you come up with your own titles or what have you? And we'll start with Delaney Diamond. Delaney, tell us a little bit about your title, Boyfriend for Hire.
Yeah, so I think initially, and you guys can jump in here because I'm trying to remember, but initially,
Stuff gets fuzzy after a while, right?
yeah.
I like, for real.
Okay, so I'll just make something up. No, but initially what happened was I think like Reese had thrown out some suggested titles to us, and uh, I actually had another title for my book. It was not supposed to be Boyfriend for Hire. I can't even remember what the other title was now. But Boyfriend for
It was
Hire was
husband for hire.
Husband.
husband. That's what it was. Yes.
Husband for hire.
And so initially, Reese, I think you had Boyfriend for Hire, right? And when you
did.
switched, I said, "Hey, I want to take Boyfriend." And so because when I was writing the story and he had to be a husband for hire, I thought, this isn't really working. And since she had switched, I said, I would rather him be a boyfriend for hire. And so I went ahead and took her former title because I think it would fit the story a lot better.
Yeah. And what about you,
Yeah.
Sharon?
I
Okay.
love that. See, guys, we're getting a little bit of tea here about these titles. And speaking of that, we will put you next if you can tell us about your title, Date for Hire.
Oh, me? Okay. So, okay. For me, I went with date. So I must have, I forgot that I switched. So I went with date instead of boyfriend because my character comes in as doing work for her. He's a landscape designer. And so he's not supposed to be dating her because she's a client. And so, but they have history together, and there's a event from their old high school that, by the time it happens, they've renewed their friendship that they had when they were younger, and it's turned into a little bit more. And she really would like him to go to this event with her. But he's not supposed to, because he's not supposed to be, dating a client or whatever. So that's why she goes with this date for hire. So that's how it ends up being this date for hire. It's because it's kind of like their undercover way of going to this thing together when he's not supposed to be seeing her. So that's how I arrived at date for hire instead of boyfriend for hire. Because
I like how we said it's their undercover way of going.
Yeah, they were doing their friendship and stuff, and it builds kind of throughout the book, and so that's why it's date for hire instead of like something else.
Okay.
I love that. I love that. I love that title. And our last title is Sharon, Fiance for Hire. Tell us about your title.
Okay, so I thought it was a great title until I started writing. I didn't realize how hard it would be to work in a fiance in the story. My first draft, I think I was probably 3/4 of the way done, and they weren't engaged. And so it took some work. It really took some work to work in the fiance element. And then to figure out how to keep it going, because it's a fake relationship. So yeah, it has some challenges. Once I kind of regrouped, it was fun to write. It was fun to write. Yeah. But yeah, it took.
I love that. I love that. So, guys, we will definitely be sharing with you of how you can get your hands on a copy of these books. It's three of them: Date for Hire, Boyfriend for Hire, and Fiance for Hire. And I know you guys are on the edge of your seats. You want to know a little bit more about each of the books, and each one of the authors. They will have a few minutes of spotlight to tell you about their book in whatever form or way that they want to share that information with you. We'll actually start with Delaney Diamond. Her book is A Boyfriend for a Hire. And Delaney, this is your time to share with us about this amazing story.
Okay, so Boyfriend for Hire is about Montez Ross. He's the hero, and his family owns At Your Service, which is a company that provides clients with men for dating or in handyman tasks, landscaping, honey-do lists, that kind of thing. And Montez is at this point in his life, he's kind of used to being a party guy and a playboy, but he ends up going out, and he feels kind of restless, and he's not really sure what it is. And then he runs across this woman in the parking lot, and that's Desiree. She's the heroine. He runs across her, and he's just struck by her. And initially, he's just going to keep going and pass her by. But Desiree, as she's passing him by, she asks him, "How is it in there?" Because he was at this restaurant at the beginning of the story. He's at this restaurant that kind of turns into almost like a club at night for 30 somethings. And so she asks him, "How is it in there?" And he goes, "Oh, it's not bad, you know." And then she says, "Are you leaving?" Now, keep in mind, the whole time he's like checking her out, noticing her shape, and, he thinks her voice is kind of sexy and all this. And so when she asked him, "Are you leaving?" and he says, "Yes," she says something sort of under her breath, and he hears it, and it sounds like she says, "That's too bad," right? It's too bad that he's leaving. Now, he continues on his way. He gets to his vehicle, and he can't stop thinking about her. And he ends up turning right back around and going back into the restaurant / club. And that's sort of where their relationship kicks off. And they end up having a one-night stand, but she leaves him the next morning. And the next time he sees her is a month later, and she's come into At Your Service because she needs to hire someone to attend a corporate event with her. And he's like I mentioned, his family owns At Your Service, so he doesn't really do that kind of thing. And they couldn't find someone for her to hire, so he ends up being her boyfriend for hire, and that's kind of how the story takes off from there.
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
I
That's
love
awesome
it.
too.
Now, Delaney, and you share with us that this your stories about Montez Ross, as well as Desiree. When you think about the characters in Boyfriend for Hire, which character for you was the most interesting or fun for you to write? And then which character in this particular story gave you pause?
Um, so I would say Montez, just because he was just fun to write. Right? I call him Swagalicious because he just has this. He's charming. He's funny. He's athletic because he plays golf. And he's the kind of guy that you run across and you probably your parents will be like, don't mess with that guy. And he's very cocky too. So he was the most fun to write because it was fun to write not only his personality but his interactions with Desiree, the banter between them, the ridiculous, outrageous things he would say to her. One time he said something about putting her legs behind her ears, just crazy stuff like that. Um, so he was a lot of fun to write. And then I would say anyone who gives me pause, the one character who gave me pause was probably Royce, Desiree's ex-boyfriend. And the reason he gave me pause was because
Oh, uh-huh.
I like writing villains. I call him a villain, but I like writing villains, but sometimes you don't
Okay.
want to overdo it. You don't want to like make them a caricature. So with him, I kind of had to really think about how I wanted him not only to interact with Desiree, but how he interacted with Montez. And I used him as I held him up as sort of an example of what the bad boyfriend is, to show like what a great guy Montez actually is, even though he's got the cockiness and all of that.
I love that. I love that. Guys, you just heard a little bit about Boyfriend for Hire. And like I said, we will definitely be sharing with you of how you can get your hands on a copy of Delaney Diamond's story and contribution to the Men for Hire series. Okay, and next up is Sharon C. Cooper. She's going to be telling us a little bit about Fiance for Hire. And Sharon, even in the blurb, it says, neither was looking for love, but that was until they met each other. What can you share with us about Fiance for Hire? You're on mute, Sharon.
Sorry. Yeah, neither
There
one
you
of
go.
them. Neither one of them were looking for love or relationship or anything. With Antika, she had just one bad relationship after another. And she just finally got to the point where it's like, I'm not going to even bother. But the problem was, it was during a time where she had several events coming up, and her friend was telling her, "Okay, you can't go to these alone. You got to take somebody." And so she was kind of, still thinking she don't need a man, she don't want one. As far as Drayvon, he had been dating an actress, and an actress that very popular A-list actress, but she had some issues basically, and so she caused him quite a bit of problems, and he was done. He just wanted to focus on his. He was kind of getting a little bit away from modeling or not modeling as much, and he had done some acting, and now he is ready to start producing films. And so he really didn't have time or interest to date until his aunt, who owns At Your Service, reached out to him and asked if he would do her a favor, basically. And she felt that with Antika, I think she said something like, they didn't have a guy for her, and she thinks that, he would fit the bill perfectly. Basically, he said no a few times, and then it was like, let me think about it. It just kind of went back and forth. And then when Antika first saw him or first met him, she wasn't interested because she said that he wasn't what she was looking for. And so this is a model who's like wasn't used to somebody saying, they're not interested. He didn't look like she wanted him to look, think that was a fun scene to write, actually. Long story short, they met up outside of the office, so to speak, and kind of hit it off. They saw each other in a different light, and it just kind of went from there. I won't go into too much with how he became her fiance, but I think readers will enjoy it. They get a few laughs.
I love that. Now, Sharon, same thing. Now, Sharon, same thing for you. In your book, Fiance for Hire, which character was the most interesting or fun for you to write? And was there a character that at moments gave you pause? You kind of had to sit with that character.
I enjoyed probably Antika. I liked, she had, there were layers to her that I really enjoyed exploring. So I would say she was the most interesting to write. I mean, Draymond was fun too, especially when he was with the guys. But I'm gonna go with Antika. And then the person who might have given me pause probably was Draymond's ex, the actress, because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with her, and how crazy I wanted to make her. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. Now, Sharon, when you think about your book, Fiance for Hire, okay, I want you to spill a little bit of tea for us. So, what came first for you? Was it like the characters and their names and who they were going to be, or was it the plot of this Fiance for Hire?
With all of my stories, or at least 99% of them, I always have the name and their occupation. Those are always the first things that come to me. Then or maybe the title, because sometimes I'll build everything around the title once I know the title, but usually pretty sure that most of the time it's the name and their occupation. Okay. Because once you have their occupation, that's how you can kind of start brainstorming like what kind of situations you can put them in that can be around their occupation. And the person's occupation kind of can tell you a little bit about them personally, So that's usually how I start. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Guys, there you have it. It is Fiance for Hire by author Sharon C. Cooper. Okay, guys, next up, it is Date for Hire. And this is Reese Ryan. And Reese, yours is kind of like a second chance a little bit. Tell us about Date for Hire.
Okay. So first, I want to say thank you to everybody because I'm seeing y'all's comments and I'm trying to keep up. So thank y'all. Y'all asking some great questions. And somebody asked about my shirt and it says I'm with the band and it is band book week. So, so I want to knock those two things out before I forgot. But Date for Hire, it is a second chance. It is kind of a second chance because so Jet and Amaya knew each other in high school. She was his tutor in the senior year, and they went to like a school of the arts. And so she was the one that was kind of, she was a kid who was, got teased. And she was like super smart and focused and kind of a loner. And, so, and he was one of the popular kids, super handsome. Everybody wanted to get with him. So she had kind of an unrequited crush on him, but they did form a friendship while they were tutoring, doing the tutoring together. But they haven't seen each other in 18 years since since they graduated from high school. And so when he shows up at her door and he's her landscape designer, her new replacement landscape designer, because the first guy got injured. And it's both of them are kind of shocked, and it's a very different situation because like in high school he was the one that was the hot guy that everybody wanted, and he never treated her that way, but everybody else, and a lot of other kids teased her and treated her poorly in high school. So like now she's she's the record exec who's the shot caller, and he's not what he had expected to be. So because they both would talk about what their dreams were for their careers, and so she's doing what she wanted to do in her career, and he's doing something totally different. He's not the world famous photographer he had expected to be. So it kind of starts from there, and they kind of rebuild their friendship, and it eventually turns into a forbidden relationship because as a client of the company, he should not be dating her. So it kind of goes from there.
Look, and Reese, someone had put in the comments, it was a little bit earlier too. They were saying how these men, I mean, it was like a fine line of policy.
Yeah, the gray line. I
following.
think it was midnight. Yeah, they all in the gray area, right? With this company policy.
Yeah, they're all in the gray area. I love that. I love that. Now, Reese, with your story, Date for Hire, same thing. What character was the most interesting or fun for you to write? And is there a character in Date for Hire that gave you pause as well, that you kind of had to sit with that character too?
So I really love writing both Jet and Amaya's characters, but I also had a lot of fun with writing Jet's character and relationship with the other guys. The scene where they're all playing pool at Jet's house is definitely one of my favorites, and I just love the interaction between them all. And but like their two characters, I loved writing that relationship and building their relationship, their friendship back first. But and then a character that gave me, and then another character I had fun with was the dog, Rocky. Jet has a 2-year-old boxer named Rocky, and he was fun too. He was a fun character too. But the character, I would say two things gave me pause. One is Amaya's younger brother is on the autism spectrum. He's an adult. He's a young adult, but he will always need a caregiver. And so, I've definitely written autistic characters before. I have autistic people in my life, and so, but you don't see as often, I think, older adults who are severely autistic, and so I definitely gave a lot of thought to his character when writing her brother's character and how he was portrayed. And I would say the second set of folks that gave me pause was writing some of the bullies from high school that they encountered again when they went back to this event at their old high school. So like I was giving a lot of thought about how I wanted to portray them, like had they matured or not, and that kind of thing. So yeah, those are the characters that I had to give some thought to, for serious thought to, for sure.
Wow, and thank you too for bringing that out in your stories. Because again, even though you're incorporating these things in your stories, these are great things that actually starts conversation for people to talk about these particular things as well. So thank you for doing that in your story, Date for Hire. Now, Reese, I want to ask you this question, okay, about both Amaya and Jet, okay? So if you had to describe Jet in 3 words or more, how many other words you want, how would you describe Jet Thomas to us?
Oh, gosh. Oh, how would I describe Jet? He's hardworking. I would say I would say sweet. just because and thoughtful. I think I would put those three things on top. Like aside from like how he looks or any of those things, I would just think about those things because he's in terms of who he is and especially who he is in relation to her.
And then on the flip side, Amaya, what would you say to describe her character to those that are just reading your book?
She is smart, she's supportive, and she's loyal. I love her and how she takes care of the people in her life. So yeah. Definitely the person you want in your corner.
Guys, there you have it. We've heard about date for hire, boyfriend for hire, and fiance for hire. I love it. I love it. And of course, guys, you know that we will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of these three books as well. And then Sharon, if you guys can also let that they have to read the books in, or nope, they can read them in any order as well. So
they can read them. They can read the stories in any order. The stories kind of happen at the same time, so no matter which one they start with, they're not going to be lost or anything. So they can be read in any order.
I love that. So guys, you heard it. You can read it in any order that you read. It is Date for Hire, Boyfriend for Hire, and Fiance for Hire by Reese, Ryan, Sharon C. Cooper, and Delaney Diamond. And they are hanging out with us on today. And of course, ladies, you know we have to play around of this or that. I promise you there is no right or wrong answer because it is all things according to Delaney Diamond, Reese Ryan, and Sharon C. Cooper. Okay, we're gonna get started, and I'll start with Delaney, and then we'll go around for each one to answer. Okay, first up, Delaney, fall or spring? Fall or spring?
Spring.
Okay, Sharon?
Fall.
Fall for me, for sure.
Okay, Reese?
Fall.
Okay.
Absolutely fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially here in North Carolina with the pollen in spring. Fall.
Oh, fall for Reese. Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. We'll start this one with Reese. Reese, are we going to be in the countryside or are we going to the city, my friend? Countryside or city?
Ooh. As I'm these days, I like the countryside more, I think. I don't want to be too far from the city, but I love the countryside more.
Okay. Okay. Delaney, what about you? Countryside or city?
City for me. Even though I hear what you're saying, Reese, because I think I like to be I like things to be a little more calm now. But the city just, there's always just so much to do and things like that. So yeah, city.
Where I lived in Ohio, there was a suburb
Sharon,
that had like a text.
Oh, go ahead, Reese.
Okay, I was gonna say where I lived in Ohio, there was I think it's like a delay. That's what it's like a delay. But where I used to live, there was a suburb that had this thing that said where the country meets the city, and that's kind of my magic place right now. Like where you're in the kind of rural area, but the city is just like maybe a half an hour drive away. So
yeah, close enough so you can get to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to have a city. I need sidewalks.
Yes.
Those are important.
Right. No sidewalks, I don't want to be there.
I love that. I love that. Sharon, you're up next. Countryside or city?
City.
Okay. Let's see. Next up, let's talk tropes a little bit. Okay. Reese, Ryan, enemies to lovers or friends to lovers?
Enemies to lovers, if I got to choose one.
Okay, Sharon.
Friends to lovers.
Okay, Delaney.
Enemies to lovers.
Okay, Sharon, we're going to start with you with this one. Fake dating or marriage of convenience?
Ooh, man, that's a good one. Okay. I'm going to say, I'm going to write a story of marriage of convenience. I just got to come up with something unique, but I'm going to say fake dating.
Ooh. Okay. What about you, Delaney? Marriage of convenience or fake dating?
Marriage of convenience. Even better if there's blackmail involved.
Okay, Reese.
So my most natural answer would be fake dating, but because two of my favorite books that I've written are Marriage of Convenience, I'm gonna have to go with Marriage of Convenience.
I love that. I love that. Okay, this is another one. That's a really good one. Delaney, I'm going to start with you with this one. Secret baby or sibling's best friend?
Anybody that knows me knows Secret Baby wins hands down. I didn't even have to think about that one.
I love that. Okay. All right. Reese, you are up next. Secret baby or sibling's best friend?
Sibling's best friend.
Okay, Sharon.
Secret baby.
I'm surprised by that one.
Really?
Secret baby. I love it.
It's on my list of tropes to write.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys for playing a round of this or that with us. Look, the tropes was really fun to play with you guys. I love that. I love that. And of course, you guys know that we have some amazing giveaways on today. I'm going to let each author share with you how what their giveaway is. And once they let us know what their giveaway is, I will give you a code to put in the comment sections to be in the running for these amazing giveaways. So we'll start with Delaney Diamond. Delaney, if you can share with us what your giveaway is going to be on this evening.
Sure. My giveaway is a signed copy of Audra, which is my Marriage in Trouble book in the Family Ties series. It's the third book in the series that I released this year.
Okay. If you guys will put family ties in the comment section, if you will put family ties in the comment section really quick, and then up and down the comment section, and Delaney would tell me when to stop, and that person will be the winner of her giveaway. So I'll give you guys a chance to do that. While she's doing that, Sharon C. Cooper, can you share with us what your giveaway on today is going to be as well?
Okay, mine is going to be an autographed copy of Love Under Contract, which is the first book in my Jenkins and Sons series. No, Jenkins and Sons construction series.
Wow,
so Love
I
Under
love that.
Contract. Yeah. Or if it's somebody
I love
who
that.
already
I love
has
that.
that,
I love that.
then it'll be a winner's choice. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. For Sharon C. Cooper, if you will put Love Under Contract in the comment section. And Delaney, I'm going to actually come back to you, my friend. If you can tell me when to stop, I will land on one of the individuals that put family ties in the comment section, and that person will be the winner of your giveaway. And I am ready when you are.
Oh, okay. You want me to just, have you started already? I'm sorry. I've never done this before.
Just tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Yep. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Did you say stop?
Yes, I did. Stop. Stop.
Okay. Look, was just trying to make sure. I was like, did she say stop? Okay, let's see. I clicked to come on the screen.
Oh, congratulations, Tanya.
Let's see.
Oh,
there it is.
Sorry.
It should be coming. Well, I'm clicking on it, but the winner of Delaney's book. And if you will inbox me your information, I will be sure to get you your copy of Audra. Is it Audra, Delaney? I want to make sure I'm saying the title of the book right.
Yes, that's correct.
Angela, who won? You're kind of coming in and out, and you're on a delay.
Okay, perfect. It was Tanya Brown Rivers.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. The winner is Tanya Brown Rivers. Tanya Brown Rivers.
Yep.
So congratulations, Tanya.
Congratulations, Tanya.
Okay.
Congratulations.
All right, Sharon, you are up next. If you will tell me when to stop. They are putting family ties in the comment section. I am ready when you are.
Okay, stop.
Okay. Alrighty. Jennifer Copeland, you are the winner. If you will inbox me your information, I will make sure that you get a copy of Love Under Contract. And if you have that already, if you will let us know. And Sharon said that it will be a choice of a book from her backlist, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Sharon?
Congratulations, Jennifer.
All right. Reese, you are up next. If you can let us know what your giveaway is going to be.
So it's all 4 of the books that are in the new collaboration I'm doing with Jules Bennett. It's the
and I apologize. I think we have like a delay. We're sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's Dynasties Willow Vale, and it's a collaboration between me and Jules Bennett. There are 4 books in the series, and these 2 books contain all 4 books, including my books Working with Her Crush and Breaking the Bad Boys Rules. So I will send these to a U.S. mailing address. If the winner is international, I will send digital copies of them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you guys will actually put, you can put 4, and then I will have Reese to tell me when to stop. And you will be the winner of this amazing. It's actually it's 2 books in one, so you have 4 stories all together. And I am ready, Reese. Let's see. Let's give them a little few seconds to put it in there. See.
And while they're doing that, again, I just want to say thank y'all for all your amazing questions and stuff y'all have been asking and comments, and we appreciate you so much. So thank you. All right.
4 books in the comment section.
Okay. So are you ready for me to tell you when to stop? Or do I need some more time?
Let's see. Are they coming in?
I see some. Yep.
Okay, Reese, I have them. I'm ready when you tell me to stop.
Okay. You can stop. I did say stop already.
Did you say stop?
I did say stop already.
Okay, you did.
Well, hey, Caitlin. Okay, cool.
I'm so sorry. It's like a delay.
Yeah, congrats, Caitlin.
Congratulations, Caitlin.
Okay, it should come up.
Congratulations.
It's awesome.
To you guys as well. And I apologize that it has a delay. So congratulations, Letitia. Congratulations, of these amazing amazing stories. And I will let all that you can get a copy of their books as well. And I will actually start with Delaney. So Delaney, if you can tell us how we can get our hands on a copy of your book and how we can stay connected with you.
Okay, sure. So you can get a copy of my book at any of the major retailers, whether it's Amazon, Apple Books, Google Play, Kobo, Barnes and Noble books. All of the books are available at all those places, except for I think mine is the only one available at Google Play. Mm-hmm. But you can. Excuse me. Oh, so anyway. And as far as how to find me online, I think the easiest thing to do would probably be to go to my website, DelaneyDiamond.com. That's Delaney with an E. And there you'll see links to my Instagram and my Facebook and Twitter accounts.
I am not sure, guys. There is a delay. I sincerely apologize.
Yeah,
it's breaking up a little bit too.
Yeah. So and I think all of us can hear everything in real time. I think you're the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angela, it's just you on delay. I think all the rest of us are in real time.
Okay. Delaney, you can try to tell them how they can stay connected.
Sure. To stay connected with me, you can visit my website at DelaneyDiamond.com. That's Delaney with an E.
This is what we'll do. Stay connected with Delaney Diamond. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. We're all on real time.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
But it's I think you're having a delay with us, and then we're having the delay with you, but we can hear each other in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Reese, Sharon, and me.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Delaney, if you can share with us, how can we stay connected with you and how we can get a copy of your book?
I'm sorry.
Angela, she already did.
Sorry.
Did you? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I am not.
I can do it again.
It is like on my end.
Yes, it's you. It's definitely
it's just you. Yeah.
It's just you.
It's me. Okay. So I'm not sure why it's me, but so I'm gonna let you guys. If Reese, if you can go, and then Sharon, if you can go, we'll do it that way.
Okay. So as far as where you can get the book, like Delaney said, it's everywhere except for Google Play. And the paperbacks are available on Amazon. I think only on Amazon all of our paperbacks are. But and then I also have signed paperbacks from my website, ReeseRyan.com. And that's where you can connect with me, is ReeseRyan.com, or Instagram. I'm on Instagram a lot, and sometimes Twitter. Sharon?
Okay.
I love
same as theirs, except my paperbacks can be found at a few places.
Okay.
I know for sure Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And as far as how to connect with me, my website has all the links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I think Pinterest. And then with my Pinterest page, if you want to see some of my inspirational pictures that go with each book, you can check out my Pinterest page.
I need to get my paperbacks on Barnes and Noble. No, I didn't even think about it. I just didn't even think about it. So I need to talk to y'all about that later.
Awesome. I love that. And someone had put in the comment section, are there going to be any more to the Men for Hire? Or can we put it on our wish list? Never say never.
Right.
I love that. Well, thank all of you, Reese Ryan, Delaney Diamond, Sharon C. Cooper. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here at the cafe and sharing this super cute series that we are just enjoying. It is the Men for Hire series. We will definitely put in the comments section of how you can stay connected with Reese Ryan, Delaney Diamond, and Sharon C. Cooper, as well as how you can get a copy of these stories. They are available in ebook and print as well. But make sure that you are following these amazing authors. Definitely go to their website, check out their backlist as well. And of course, once you guys read these stories, make sure that you leave a review as well. And if you have a copy, of course, take a picture, tag the authors. I'm sure they will be so appreciative of that as well. And of course, tell a friend to read the Men for Hire series, Date for Hire, Boyfriend for Hire, and Fiance for Hire. And of course, guys, that is our show on today. And as we always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Make sure you get you a copy of all 3 of these books of the Men for Hire series. We'll see you guys later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.